In the coming decade, mental health and psychological resilience training will shift from being considered soft wellness add-ons to recognized cornerstones of anti-aging medicine, driven by mounting evidence that chronic stress, unresolved trauma, social isolation, and lack of life purpose are powerful accelerants of biological aging. This perspective marks a transformative evolution in how both medicine and society view the mind-body connection, elevating emotional well-being from an ancillary goal to a central target in efforts to extend health span. Recent studies have begun to clarify the pathways by which psychological states drive molecular markers of aging. Chronic stress activates the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal (HPA) axis, elevating cortisol and other stress hormones that, over time, promote DNA damage, telomere shortening, mitochondrial dysfunction, and inflammation, all recognized hallmarks of aging. Stanford researchers have even proposed the concept of psychogenic aging, highlighting that cumulative exposure to adverse psychological experiences can independently advance biological age, regardless of genetics or physical health. Large cohort analyses show that individuals with high levels of depressive symptoms or social isolation display biological ages years older than their chronological age, translating to increased risks for heart disease, dementia, frailty, and premature death. Conversely, interventions that bolster mental resilience, ranging from mindfulness meditation to cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, guided trauma resolution, and social skills training, are showing measurable effects on slowing biological aging processes. Studies linking long-term meditation practice with preserved telomere length, lower inflammatory cytokines, and more youthful epigenetic clocks are particularly compelling, suggesting that cultivating states of calm, focused awareness can positively regulate stress pathways at the cellular level. Moreover, structured programs to build social connection and purpose, such as volunteering, group-based learning, or community involvement, have demonstrated robust protective effects against both mental decline and physical deterioration in older adults. As this science matures, longevity clinics and wellness programs will increasingly integrate mental health screening and resilience-building interventions alongside physical assessments like VO2 max or muscle mass. Comprehensive anti-aging plans will likely include personalized stress reduction strategies like mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT, or somatic trauma therapies, tailored to each person's psychological history, coping style, and support network. Programs targeting loneliness through structured social engagement or therapy will become standard offerings, recognizing that connection is not a luxury, but a critical determinant of how quickly we age. Digital tools will also democratize access. AI-guided mental health apps will provide on-demand coaching for managing stress, reframing negative thoughts, and cultivating gratitude or meaning, while VR platforms may offer immersive environments for practicing mindfulness or exposure therapy in a safe, controlled way. Wearables measuring heart rate variability, sleep quality, or electrodermal activity will feed into these systems, enabling real-time feedback on emotional states and helping users learn to recognize and regulate stress responses before they become chronically harmful. Workplaces and elder care facilities will increasingly adopt resilience training programs as part of preventive health strategies, understanding that supporting mental well-being enhances productivity, reduces medical costs, and delays the onset of disability. Cities and communities may design shared spaces and initiatives that foster purpose and belonging among older adults, reducing isolation and leveraging social bonds as potent medicine for longevity. Nevertheless, scaling these interventions equitably will require tackling persistent barriers, stigma around mental health care, cultural attitudes that undervalue psychological support, and access gaps for rural or underserved populations. Public health efforts will need to normalize conversations about mental health as integral to aging well, not separate from physical health. Insurance policies and social programs must evolve to cover therapies focused on psychological resilience, recognizing their powerful preventive value.